Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
Ready up! Ready!
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Willis. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. Willis now off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing on second and long. Willis, he's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And to the 43. So down... to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Three. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready?
Richardson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now a 3rd down throw. He misses the target. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
But this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to get it back. Shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. It's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. The shotgun snap to Willis. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Willis's throw taken in by Palmer. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. We're scoreless after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Come on, come on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Willis to throw. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Willis to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Ready, set.
1st and goal at the 1.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. It's complete to Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready.
Second down and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Richardson on third and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Eckler will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Trying the power game with Ham, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. QB sneak, Richardson. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Willis will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
strength. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Willis to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perez. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Willis looking to throw it. That's called left side to tight end Pitts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, Willis is throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Denzel Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
After incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, hurt. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, 80.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Willis will look to throw on first down. That's caught right side by Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Willis on the option to the right. Oh, it shifts past him. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Perez. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down and 6 now. They run again with Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Willis. Touchdown! Denzel Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Moody good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Felix and Udike Uzama just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 48-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. There, Richardson back to throw it. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Richardson looking to throw this. Watkins diving. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
There we go.
That's good for an Eagles.
Right there, right there.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Play action. Now Richardson sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Eagles. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Go! Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the ready.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
Willis on the option to the right. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Again, it's Harris on second down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Ready, ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Ready?
Now Willis to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Go!
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Start.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.